Two stories share one Chinese province. One ended in a courtroom. A poisoning, a conviction, a life sentence. The other has no court, no verified photograph, and no confirmed name. Tonight we open the file on both, and we hold the line between them. Xilai ran Dalian as mayor from 1993, then as party secretary. He rose to governor of Liaoning in 2001, minister of commerce in 2004, and party secretary of Chongqing in 2007. In Chongqing, he built a national profile, campaigning against organized crime and courting Politburo attention. By early 2012, that rise had a fixed expiration date, though almost no one outside his inner circle knew it yet. On January 28, 2012, his police chief Wang Lijun confronted him over his wife Gu Kailai's role in the death of a British businessman named Neil Heywood. Bo slapped him and demoted him within days. On February 6th, Wang drove to the U.S. consulate in Chengdu and stayed 30 hours, telling American officials that Gu Kailai had murdered Heywood. 6 months later, a Hefei court tried her for intentional homicide. The hearing lasted 7 hours, and she did not contest the charge. On August 20th, the court handed down a suspended death sentence. China commuted it to life imprisonment in 2015. The party expelled Bo in September 2012, citing improper sexual relationships with a number of women. The party named no individuals, and no court case ever tested that line. At his own 2013 trial, Bo did not claim 100 affairs. His defense called Gu Kailai a liar and accused his former police chief of an infatuation with her. The court in Jinan convicted him on bribery, embezzlement, and abuse of power, and sentenced him to life. A journalist named Zhang Weijie was among the first to allege that Bo had an affair with a Dalian television announcer named Zhang Weijie. That claim was never tested in any court. Then, on August 15, 2012, an anonymous post on the overseas forum Boxun added a second claim, that Zhang had vanished after the affair ended, and that her body later turned up inside a touring anatomy exhibition. No missing person report exists for her. No employer confirms she ever worked in broadcasting at all. The entire disappearance rests on that single unsigned post. The claim spread because a real scandal already existed in Dalian. Anatomist Gunther von Hagens ran a plastination plant there from the late 1990s, employing over 200 workers at its peak. In January 2004, Der Spiegel reported an internal inventory: 647 whole bodies, thousands of parts, 182 fetuses. Von Hagens returned or cremated 7 corpses that showed injuries consistent with execution. He said he believed the rest were not those of executed prisoners, but he conceded he could not prove it. A separate supplier drawing from the same city, Dalian Hofen, later fed bodies into a competing American exhibition. In 2008, the New York Attorney General forced that exhibitor to post a disclaimer. It could not confirm the remains it displayed were not those of Chinese prisoners. The kind of specimen the rumor points to, a pregnant plastinate, has a documented exhibition history of its own. It first went on public display in Mannheim in October 1997, years before Zhang Weijie is said to have vanished. No photograph of Zhang Weijie has ever surfaced that independent researchers can verify. Von Hagen's lawyers called the identification false and defamatory and demanded a retraction in writing. The one named technician investigators could locate later testified under oath that he had been paid to fabricate atrocity claims about this industry, not to confirm any. None of this proves Zhang Weijie is safe, or that she ever existed as the woman in this story. It proves the opposite of the exhibition claim. That specific accusation collapses under its own timeline. The material that survives is harder to dismiss. A documented political purge removed a man a court convicted of abuse of power, and a documented industry once trafficked in bodies nobody could name. Under a government that keeps no public record and answers no subpoena, a disappearance can borrow the shape of any nearby atrocity and never be tested against one. We can document the scandal. We can document the void it grew from. We cannot and will not convict on a body no one can identify,